So it's official, it's official, it's official. ENCE signed gla1ve and Kuben. This is quite literally probably the best signing they could have done. Coach, I think, is subjective. Like, I think gla1ve is just probably the best available free agent for IGL. I'm not going to pretend like I think Snappy and gla1ve call the same way exactly, but I don't think it's going to be... ENCE is going to probably take a step back and lose some form. But I really do think that this is probably the best signing they could have possibly had given the circumstances. If ENCE is successful in this, if they're successful with the integration of gla1ve and Kuben, at some point, dude, we're going to have to start talking about them being just literally the best managed organization in Counter-Strike, period. The amount of times we've seen ENCE sell critical pieces of their roster, and then if they can stay afloat, or, you know, in some cases, ENCE got better after getting rid of Spinks and selling him. If we see the same thing happen again, dude, I really do think ENCE might be just the most well-run organization we have in Counter-Strike. I know we don't like talk about organizations that way too often, but man, given the landscape of all these, you know, the phases of the worlds that are literally going under, all of these poorly managed organizations, I do think we should start giving credit to organizations like ENCE when we can. So this is going to be the real test, though, because a lot of people, right, like a lot of different rosters change, but you maintain the IGL, the coach, a lot of the identity of the team while switching out players. Now you lost that duo and you're replacing it. So that's kind of what I mean. If they can, to me, if ENCE stays anywhere within the top 10, that is a massive success. If they stay anywhere in the top 20, I would still say that's a success. And that's pretty much how I feel about this move. This move is a wait and see. And I really feel like I'm really curious to see how gla1ve does, because I feel like gla1ve really tried to grind out and drag Astralis through some really horrible times when their roster was just a clown car. A lot of ways it still is. And it felt like, to me, I always kind of felt like gla1ve got the short end of the stick in that sense. He literally just kind of grinded through it as much as he could, at least from my perspective, and then got dropped. I know it wasn't working, so I mean, I get it. It's a business at the end of the day. You got to win. But always just kind of felt he kind of just got shit on a little bit out of that Astralis situation. Surprise, surprise. Astralis organization shitting on a player. Yeah, man. We'll just have to wait and see now. You know, ENCE got the bag for Snappy, especially. Falcons probably just bought Snappy for enough to fund ENCE for another 2 years.